Tatsujin, it's an arcade shoot 'em up that's ported to Sega Genesis and PC Engine. Here they got a Mega Drive version, or the Japanese Genesis. It is a very cool shoot 'em up, and also a very difficult one. It plays in the style that when you die, you start over in the area where you left off instead of reappearing right away. To advance the game, you rely on memorization a lot. Game had 3 main weapons: standard shots, the blue zapping weapon, and the green shots. Standard shots can cover much area, and the blue shots can focus on the enemy but weaker. Green shots are strongest, but it doesn't cover enough area. The item drops not always the same, it is at random. Therefore, you won't be able to expect the same items from the same location all the time. This is, I guess, to change up the pace of the game, being relying heavy on the memorization, but also increases difficulty, as powerful weapons is kinda hard to come by. The game case is cool. Classic Mega Drive case. Why don't we use this anymore? I guess it's too thick, but holding it make you feel value of that $60 you spend instead of those cheap recycled Blu-ray cases that make you feel like you are holding the cheapo Blu-ray movies case that has holes in it, like they are thinking they need to do some weight reduction like the race cars. Feels cheap, but Sega cases doesn't feel cheap. The user manual is very cool. It has a basic instruction and also lists all the enemies and their names and details, also images of what they look like. Everything's in color. The front of the cover looks awesome. It looks like it belongs on an Iron Maiden CD cover. In fact, if right now the game had 80% awesome, it can totally use some Iron Maiden tunes to make it 120% awesome. Anyways, the difficulty won't stop you from wanting to play it more, but it can get real frustrating, as it can get pretty difficult to get past certain area, and you ended up spending a long time on one area. You think you finally beat it, that you can advance, but the screen didn't scroll enough to pass the area, and then you died again. You ended up having to fight the same boss again, and it just stays in the same cycle. Man, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't even know what the highest levels of wipering look like. Well, now that I beat it the cheap way, at least I know what this game is all about. But the challenge on the original game remains, and someday I'll beat it.